Welcome once again to the Visual Vapor Reviews. I'm your host, Michael Cobb, and today is Sunday. So, it's been a while since I've done reviews, my videos. I think it's been about a week now. I haven't been able to do them recently because I've had so much on my plate. The day before yesterday was a birthday party that just went to crap, and everything else has been really, really crazy. So, about the birthday party. The birthday party was a total bust. We ended up driving around more than we actually got to party. And we ended up sitting at the beach, and things just went to crap because people who were not invited themselves and ended up doing some questionable things to with our tent and stealing some things that were not theirs. So, yeah, things kind of went to crap pretty quickly. But enough of that, let's talk about the video today. So today we're going to be talking about the Rewicked RDA, a new wicking method that I learned, as well as how the Falcon tank has been holding up. So I've been vaping on a brand new flavor, my brand new flavor from Central Vapors, which is the Galaxy, and with a little bit of my menthol V flavor. So it's kind of like a fruity mint flavor right now. But there's been a lot of commentary outside of YouTube that's been going towards my reviews, and I aim to fix that as soon as possible. So the last person who saw my videos, a friend of mine, he saw my videos and said they were kind of cringy. And I understand that. That's mainly because of my audio. So my audio is actually straight off of the phone. I don't have an external microphone or anything that I can use to pin to my shirt to make it a little easier for my videos. I'm going to try and do that as soon as possible and maybe get some better visual effects for this video. But in any case, so let's get down to the topics of this video. We're going to show you guys the Victory RDA's new wicking method, maybe some new coils, show you guys what it looks like. So how about I pull up a chair so you guys can get a better look-see and I can sit down and be comfortable, because after that party, I was pretty sore. So before I get into that, I'll tell you why I'm very sore. So at the party, when we actually went to the place where the party was supposed to be a camp overnight type thing. That didn't work out. There was a place that's right down the road from where we were camping that was a bridge, that was just a walking path, but it was over a giant river, and the river was approximately 35 feet deep. So you can probably guess what I was doing. I was jumping off that bridge like no tomorrow. There was a cliff that I could jump off of that was 100 feet tall, and then there was a bridge that was 80 feet off the water. I jumped off both of them. But enough chit-chat, let's get to the vape schnat. Haven't I used that one before? Chit-chat, vape schnat? I don't know. But in any case, let's take off this tank, my Falcon tank, and switch over to the tank in question, the suspect. So we are here to talk about the new wicking method for the Victory RDA. So basically, you can wick this any way you want. They're parallel coils, not vertical. So let's show you what a rip can do off this new build before I take it apart so you can see. Not a big cloud chaser, but so here we are with the Victory RDA. We have the 0.2 ohm coil, which is capable of reading up to 80 watts. We've got the wick in there. Now you might think this is just a normal wicking method where you just put it in and trim the leads. In reality, this is a completely different wicking method because the wick method that I used before just wasn't cutting it. I'm sorry, it wasn't giving me the airflow I wanted, it wasn't giving me the juice flow that I wanted, and it was leaking everywhere. So I'm going to drip on this real quick before I put it back together and vape on it, because I haven't really had the chance to drip on it since I used it last. And I haven't used this in about 4 days, so, you know, it's probably about time to juice it up. Alright, so the way I wrapped this, let me see if I can stand this up a little bit. Okay, guess not. Okay. So I'll guess I'll have to hold it up. So the way I wicked this, it's called a Swedish wicking method. So I don't know where it came from. I saw it on YouTube and I decided to try it out. So the Swedish wicking method is essentially where you take one really long, full-length piece of cotton and tear it off rather than cutting it. You separate the two outer parts of the cotton from the main body of it, and you're left with a very fluffy wick. So essentially what you do with that is you fluff it up, then you twist one end and you pull it through one of the coils. Then you take the other end, you wrap it around, if there's a space in the juice well, wrap it around that and stuff it in as you go, and then wrap that piece and feed it through the other coil. That gives you an even amount, and then you just trim the lead on the other end and put it into the final piece. That gives you an even one piece of cotton, and in actuality you save cotton rather than use a ton. What I like to do with my wicks before I cut the lead, after I cut the leads, is fluff up the ends so it's really absorbable. So now we're going to get to see what this thing looks like at full capacity. I'm going to turn it up to 80 watts so you guys can see how well this thing really vapes. There we go. 80 watts with the Swedish wicking method. A lot of vapor production comes off that, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm vaping on the Galaxy flavor for this. That's what I dripped on there. The cool thing about the RDA that I use is that it can change the flavor instantly, but that's basically what all RDAs do. Sorry about the pause for a second there. I had to answer a text message from my mother. But in any case, so the cool thing about the RDA that I really like about it is that it can actually change the flavor pretty quickly. But that's just basically how it works. You just have to drip the flavor on there. For those of you who don't know what RDAs are, I'll go into a brief description real quick. An RDA stands for Rebuildable Dripping Atomizer, or RDA for simplicity's sake. It means you can basically build your own coils for it. You don't have to buy coil heads like these, and you basically get a lot more life out of it. So for example, if I go for a long period of time where I can't use my Falcon tank, I'll be using my RDA and dripping on it constantly. Pros and cons of an RDA are, if you're looking to buy one. An RDA we'll start with the pros, of course, can change the flavor instantly just by dripping on it. You can get an extreme flavor and billowing clouds. Cons: sometimes it drips. If you forget to wick, if you forget to if you forget to drip on your coils after a few hits, you get a burnt hit, and it really tastes bad. Third and foremost, sometimes it spits back at you. So for example, if you get spit back, which is on some tanks that happens too, you can actually get rid of that con. So what happens is, so say you go to take a hit like this. Sometimes you'll get a drip of hot vapor, right? A vapor liquid on your tongue, and that's actually a bad thing. So what you can do, because you're right over the coils, there's no tank here separating with a chimney that separates the coil from the liquid. So it's right there, you're right over it. Now with mine, there are 4 air holes, 2 on the bottom, here and here, and then 2 on the top. Don't know how well you can see that, but there's an airflow there and an airflow on the bottom on either side. So what you can do to combat the spit back is this. What I did right there is I blew out of the vapor, blew down into the chimney, so it would cause the vapor to come down, and then took my puff. So to reiterate, you blow down and then you can pull in. And it's about time to drip again on that. So, let's see. I'm gonna try some of this refreshing lime real quick by Swage e-liquid. This was from a friend of mine. Her name's Tony, or well, her real name's Crystal, but I call her Tony. It's a nickname. But the cool thing about this flavor, I don't do soda flavors, but if you get this, it tastes proper. So when I get soda flavors, which I don't. But when you get a soda flavor, they try and incorporate the carbonation flavor. I've told you guys this before. They try and incorporate the carbonation or spice that you get, the little bit of bite from it. And what ends up happening is you get a really spicy vape. With this, it's just a lime flavor, so it really tastes like a Sprite. So let's show you guys what it looks like when I hit it. It tastes kind of like a flat Sprite almost. But no complaints on that flavor whatsoever. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm turning this back down to 66.6 so we can finish up this video. But
I need a place to stay again. It's not gonna be here. Because you fucking blocked me.
There we go. Fixed it up a bit.
Because
Sorry about that, guys. Had to pause the video for a sec so I could fix the tank a bit. I was kind of quiet for a few seconds there. But in any case, so those are the pros and cons of an RDA. If you're looking to pick one up, they're amazing flavor chasers as well as cloud chasers depending on your build. But I got some amazing flavor in my Falcon tank. I got one last coil after this one, so I'm kind of hoping that it'll last me a good while, and until I can get some money to get some new coils. But really loving the flavor off of it. Central Vapors did an amazing job with their flavors. I'm getting 3 more actually. I didn't tell you this yet, but come tomorrow. That's why I was originally going to wait until Monday to do my video, but I might as well tell you guys so you guys know what's going on. So I've got 3 flavors coming from Central Vapors, and one is, so I'm going to name them off real quick. I've got strawberry banana pudding, as well as one that's really a weird name, but I think it's an alcoholic drink called Buttery Nipple. It's a really cool flavor. I'm not sure what it'll taste like, but I'm interested, and yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. So I'm going to give each one of those flavors a good review on them, and all at the same time put them on my dripper, see what they taste like. Who knows what's going to happen to them, but I really like the sound of the flavors, and yeah, it'll be pretty awesome. So the cool thing about this, I love the airflow that comes off my Falcon tank. It's got really good triple non-restrictive airflow. So you've got 3 air slots right there. I like my airflow wide open. I don't really like restricted airflows. I like them how they're nice and airy. In most tanks, I always keep the airflow wide open, but sometimes I'll tamper it down depending on my depending on what time of the day it is. Like for in the mornings, I like a calm, easy, just the flavor, not giant clouds. Otherwise, I'll start coughing because it's the morning, and I'm not really I don't do it overnight. First thing in the morning, a simple vape, then I'll open it wide open for the rest of the day once I'm really used to it. And then it'll kind of be my afternoon, it'll be more like the afternoon. But now, quick thing, because we didn't end up staying in the tent that night because of the rain and whatnot and all the drama that happened with things that got stolen and things that weren't done right, we ended up driving all night. And I mean literally all night. We drove from about 12 a.m. in the morning all the way until 6 at night, and 6 in the morning, and we didn't get home until 6 a.m. that yesterday morning. So I went to sleep and I woke up somewhere around 1. I was just not having it. I was so tired, and I think from jumping off the cliff and the rope swing that was there, it really strained my body, so I'm sore all over, and I mean literally all right here, all down my body is just sore. So I slept last night for the first time in an entire night. I slept until about noon this morning, and noon this afternoon, and I don't even know what time. It's 1:40. Wow. So I probably woke up about an hour and a half ago. But that's basically what happened over the weekend. That's what's going on. And come Monday, we'll have 3 new flavors to review for Central Vapors. I can't wait to do more for them. They are an amazing company. And hopefully, once I get some credits or whatnot, I'll buy from SS Vape again. But who knows? It all depends on what comes my way. So for right now, I'll be reviewing for Central Vapors. Maybe go back to SS Vape, and we'll see what we can do. But in the meantime, that's about it for today. I'm going to get one last vape for you guys, and hopefully, oh, by the way, hold up, one last announcement. So in about roughly 12 days or more, I'll be doing a review for the Smok T-Priv starter kit. that is going to a friend of mine. His name's Corey. He's an awesome dude. He was looking to get off them icky sticks, so I'm gonna try and get that to him. He's paying for it, and I'm gonna pick it up for him. It's a good thing too, because he's been trying to get off those icky sticks for a while, and I've been trying to help him. So, it's another success story, and Lord willing, he'll pick up this vape mod pretty well, and he'll take to it like a fish out of water. He's tried my vape before, and he likes that. He doesn't really like the Juuls or the small pod systems. Those just weren't cutting it. It was too much nicotine for him to handle, so he's looking for something with a lower nicotine concentration, and by getting him a starter kit, he will hopefully be able to make that transition from smoking to vaping. So, out of the flavors that I got 2 flavors that I just didn't really like, because these aren't from Central Vapors. These are vape liquids from a friend of mine, and I just don't use them because they just taste horrible. Plus, they have nicotine in them, and I didn't know that until I saw it on the bottle. So I'm getting rid of those by giving them to him. They're about 12 to 18 milligrams. Good thing I only put them on my dripper, so I didn't have to worry about the coils. But the thing with them was, so I tried the orange one, which is kind of like, I think it's a soda flavor. I actually don't know what flavor it is. This one's a 6 milligram nicotine level. It's called a Mix B2. Don't actually know what the flavor is, but it tastes kind of soda-y. And then this one's chocolate, or chocolate milk or something like that, or toffee, or coffee, or whatever it is. But I'm getting rid of those because I'm not going to use them. They're too high of a nicotine level. No way. I'm not even going to use them because they have nicotine. I only use zeros, so getting rid of those quick. So I'll give them to Corey because those should be enough to sate his nicotine concentration until he can work his way down to 0. So here's hoping, because what he's paying for is the batteries, the starter kit with the tank, as well as I think a charger. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that, but either way, that'll be pretty exciting for him. I'm going to be doing a review on that real quick before I hand it over to him. And then we'll do a normal ceremony where he crushes and throws away the pack of cigarettes, and then I give him the vape. So that'll be that's what I do with my ceremony, with giving someone a vape whenever they're starting quitting smoking and starting vaping. I do a whole ceremony where we sit around in a circle. If there's more than one person, we sit around in a circle. We introduce each other. We talk about how long he's been smoking, how many packs a day he smokes, and then we'll talk about why he wants to switch to vaping. It's kind of like a whole inaugural address type thing from switching from smoking to vaping. And after we chat about that, I'll say, now, Corey, you've been smoking for a long time, or however long he's been smoking, and you've come to the decision to quit smoking for the betterment of your health, and I'm really proud of you for making this decision. Stuff like that. And then I'll say, now, are you ready to make the switch? And he'll be, if he chooses to, and yes, he will be choosing to, he'll say, yes, I'm ready to make the switch, and it'll be in the box and everything, and I'll say, well then, Corey, you know what to do. Crush that pack, and then throw it away. Throw it into the trash bag, and then he'll either tear it up or crush it, and then I'll hand him his mod. I'll put it together for him, show him how to work it, and then he'll take his inaugural puff. But I'm really proud of him for making this decision, so that'll be what goes on next time. But until then, I'm your host, Michael Cobb, and these are the Visual Vapor Reviews. Peace, guys.